how can people be sure that they are approachable, that that they that their door, that people feel like their leaders' doors are actually open, and that it ain't just open physically, but that you
Right.
feel comfortable walking in and sharing, and it's a safe space.
Yeah. I mean, that's super huge. And I'll give you an example. I had a team member, I was VP over HR talent, and I had a team member come in and say, Sandy, do you have a few minutes? And I'm like, sure, come on in. But inadvertently, I had looked at my watch, and they said, do you have time? And I said, yeah, why? Well, you looked down at your watch when I asked you that question. And that's not the first time that you've done that. So now it's unconscious to me, but I'm really saying, how long is this going to take me when I'm looking at my watch and someone asks me, can I come in? Do you have a few minutes to talk? So the open door is, yeah, physically you can open the door, but then also we have to take time and disconnect from things sometimes to make sure we're paying attention to people
Yes.
who are really saying, do you have a few minutes, or can I talk to you about this? And I find, that means locking your computer, turning away from your computer, or that means getting up from your office and going to a conference room, or getting on Zoom and meeting with someone one-on-one. So we have to be intentional about making sure that we are communicating well and intentionally with somebody else. And you can do it virtually. But I bring that up as that was something that I didn't know that I did, that somebody trusted me enough to say, hey, you're doing this. Are you sure you have enough time? And I'm like, I thank you for sharing that, because I didn't even know I was doing it.
Right. Right. Yeah, you could be looking to see exactly how much time you have, right? But it's perceived as something
How is
else.
it perceived?
So, gosh, so when you talk about having that time, is it okay to sometimes say, you know what, I don't have time right now, but let's put something on the calendar?
Yeah, because I generally ask, I know to ask now, is this something that's urgent? And then they're like, oh no, we can talk about it in the morning. Great. Let's talk about it, at 8:30 or 9 o'clock. Let's talk about it first thing in the morning. But sometimes we don't even ask that. We will say, okay, come in. And then we have this rushed demeanor, as though we're really being open with the person that's saying, I just need some time from you. But if now's not the right time, or if you have, you got to get something to the CEO, you may say, well, I'm available after 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Would that work for you? It's being aware and being honest of, everybody knows we're moving 100 miles a minute. And I think that if there's one recommendation that I've had with leaders, is slow down and make sure that you are taking time to communicate effectively with your team members. I've had team members say, if my leader would just put good morning at the top of the email, I would feel a whole lot better. And I'm like, come on, y'all. This is very basic stuff. We can say, hope you had a great weekend, before you say, when are you gonna have this done?
Yeah. Yeah.